The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And Brooklyn is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Nets will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. Still a little strange to see D. Wade out of a Heat uniform, but we'll get to see him tonight. As his career winds down, where do you see him on the list of all-time shooting guards?
Let's see, three-time champion, one Finals MVP. I'm going to say he's the third best shooting guard in the modern era.
Would you like to tell us who the first two are?
I would never say Mike and Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, I don't consider Michael the modern era, because after 2000s, I'm saying he's not the modern anymore. So I would say that Dwayne would be the second best shooting guard in the modern era.
Well, it depends on what you call modern.
Exactly.
Well, anything.
I think the 90s are pretty modern.
Exactly.
I mean, the last
What are you
20
talking
years,
about?
that's pretty modern.
Do you have a TV from the 90s in your house? That's not modern.
Three of them.
Exactly.
From the 90s?
Yes.
Oh, my
Three
God.
from the 90s.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, like my buddy.
There's
my buddy
nothing
says,
in my house.
I agree with you, Ernie.
And my non-working one is on
Don't
top
be
of
a
the working
millennial.
one.
Don't forget where you come from, millennial man.
I'm a millennial guy.
No, it's
so
right over there next
he's
to
number
my,
two.
It's right over there next to
stop
my
it. Number
transistor
three.
radio.
He's number two. Michael is not modern anymore.
No.
My 8-track player.
And my toaster oven.
Then why is he still selling shoes
right
if he's
there.
not modern? Got him, Judge Ernie.
Yeah. Michael still has a loop earring in his ear.
But he's still selling shoes.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
The Nets play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. For the Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to Orlando.
Yeah, I thought they came in with an aggressive mindset. Just turns out it was too aggressive.
Right. They fouled way too much, and there's nothing wrong with being physical, but they overdid it in the last game.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, look, the return of LeBron James to Cleveland has become one of the best redemptive stories of the last decade. He clearly wasn't just great on the court. The roster and the coaching staff have been shaped by his hand as well. Now, LeBron said, I know what personnel works for my game. I knew what we needed, and I think our GM and our coaching staff have done a great job of fulfilling that. Guys?
Thanks, DA, and it's crucial that Cleveland keeps LeBron happy, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Doris, several clubs already enduring plenty of ups and downs. We see it every day in the league. How many games into the season does it take to know exactly what kind of team you've got and then where you need to proceed from that point on?
Well, I think obviously you typically see some level of separation between the championship contending teams almost in the first 20 games. If somebody's getting out to a 15-1 start, you know that typically speaking, they're going to be in it for the long haul. I think the fascinating aspect of the NBA season typically is in those 5 through maybe 10 slots in the respective Eastern and Western Conference, right?
Yes.
Because so often, Kevin, we're seeing 2 or 3 games separate maybe the 5th team from the 10th team. That means all of those teams are potential playoff teams. And what does the organization decide to do? Do they decide to try to make a run toward a playoff possibility? Or are they saying, boy, we don't really think we're there yet. Perhaps we need to think about what's our draft status.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward positions. Isaiah Thomas out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Isaiah Thomas, so comfortable running the pick and roll. He anticipates what the defense does and makes his decisions.
Here's Mozgov. uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now here's Love. Last game out he had 14. He feeds it to Wade. The dish to Thompson. Mozgov with the steal. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Booker is screen on Love. Here's Kilpatrick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And Doris, if you talk about the challenge for the Nets coaching staff, how do you establish a culture of winning on a team that's going to lose on most nights?
You know, Kevin, it's all about winning habits, and that means the daily work that you put in every single day. There's an ethic that's conducive to winning that's built slowly over time.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Thomas passes to Love. There's the call on Trevor Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Also picked by Love. Wade drives in, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Boy, a good screen can make all the difference sometimes. I'm not sure Kevin Love gets enough credit for what he does to get his guys open.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
For Cleveland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Kicks it out to Love. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Love's got 5 now.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Passes it to Kilpatrick. They set the screen. Here's Russell. Wade with the block. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Ripped away. Russell with it. Now Thomas defending. Carroll with the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, the best thing there is how decisive DeMarre Carroll was. He's going to rise and fire as soon as he touches the ball.
Wade outside. The shot from 20 feet away. Mozgov grabs the board. Here's Kilpatrick. Cavaliers with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
And the Nets with possession here. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. And it's Russell in the corner. Misses the 3. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Isaiah Thomas is second.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Thomas with the ball. He's guarded by Russell. Mozgov with the block.
Mozgov's such an effective player. His defensive presence, ability to block shots is so crucial to this team.
And anytime he takes the court, you can bet Isaiah Thomas is #1 with a bullet atop the other team's scouting report.
And he knows it too, Kev. Facing all of these double teams, this guy's worked so hard to become even more dynamic as a scorer and passer. He can finish with either hand. He can hit threes on the move. This guy is relentless looking to improve.
Brooklyn with the ball, trailing by 2. Here's Russell. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
and happy to take it up inside. You see Russell under control and in charge.
James kicks to Thompson. And here's Love for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Love's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Cavs. To the middle, stolen by Thompson. LeBron left side. And James throws it down.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Nets trail by 5. Russell kicks to Carroll. Carroll with a screen on LeBron. Kicks it out to Booker. Russell sets a screen for Carroll. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well, this is how you make it easy on yourself. DeMarre Carroll gets close position on the interior and makes it easy.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Rose is checked in.
Well, don't you love the nickname, the Junkyard Dog, DeMarre Carroll? This guy has established himself over the last handful of seasons as a starting caliber forward.
Thompson. Rose kicks to Love. 6 to shoot. Love with the screen for Wade. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Wade's got his second basket of the game. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Carroll slowed somewhat by knee surgery a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make his way back into form. One of those tone setter guys. You know the effort will be there every time he takes the floor. Well, there's no doubting over the last season or so, Trevor Booker has shown he can be a starting caliber power forward in this league. This guy's tough inside. He can make threes. Look out.
And the knock on Trevor Booker, Doris, is that at 6'8", he's considered undersized at that power forward position.
Well, Kev, thanks to the success of someone like Draymond Green, I think teams these days are more focused on skill at the 4 than size. And now that Booker has expanded his range, he's certainly a guy who increasingly fits in the way the game is played.
Offensive rebound, and Thompson kicks to Love. Dishes it to James. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Second shot opportunity, and here's Love from the arc. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And 11 points for Love.
Kevin Love specializes in finding the open space on the floor, pays off with a nice catch and shoot.
Shoots. Up again. And Booker able to finish.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Wade. The screen from Thompson. Wade drives in. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
We know whichever team makes the best adjustments on the fly will have the best chance of emerging victorious in this first meeting.
Another miss by Wade. Nets trail by 4. Here's Kilpatrick. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Orlando. Over Thompson, and the shot is long.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And here's Love for 3. Rebounded by Kilpatrick. The Nets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Russell dishes to Booker. From past the arc, and D'Angelo Russell with the 3. Russell's got 5 now.
And great play call. You're so often an initiator. Russell can also catch and fire.
Wade passes to Thompson. Osgood with the steal, and here they come. Here's Kilpatrick. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for the Nets.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
With more floor spacing becoming so important, we now see guys launching from well beyond the arc. Doris, from what you've observed, you've seen a lot of basketball over your years. Which shooters in the league right now have the best deep range night to night in the league?
Well, we've seen Steph Curry make a shot from the tunnel in the Oracle Arena, so I'd say we have to begin with... Literally from the tunnel in his pregame routine. Steph Curry obviously is the guy who, as soon as he steps across half court, you've got to check him or he might let loose. Klay Thompson, his ability to rise and fire, he might be more of a fireball in a short span than any player in the league. Kyle Korver, Damian Lillard. Think Damian Lillard out in Portland, the extraordinary job he does scoring the basketball with great productivity from beyond the arc.
Now here's Lynn. 20 points for him last game against Orlando.
His passing definitely came into play as well, Kev. He was very unselfish, really kept the ball moving.
And Jeremy Lin at 6'3" with good size for the point guard position.
Well, because of that size, I think it helps him finish in the lane, certainly, even if he's got to go over bigger guys. He's also on the defensive end, got the length necessary to guard the 1 and the 2, and that's a real advantage, Kevin.
Lin against Rose. And Love throws it down.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
The Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pass to LeVert. There's a screen. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Brooklyn, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. The Cavs' Tyronn Lue said he never envisioned coaching during his playing career, but Doc Rivers saw something in him.
Well, Doc likes to say that Ty just had a way of bringing people together, a way of connecting. At the same time, Lue is tough enough to speak the truth and point out things that others might be reluctant to say.
Rose, no good. Here's Crabbe, uses the glass that time, and it's good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Lynn with the steal. And oh, here we go with Lynn, nobody back. Shumpert with some nice D.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Crabbe with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. In a wide open look for Lynn. A three-pointer off the mark. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Smith drives in. Osgood with the steal. Rose against Land. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Love's got 15.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
Now here's Crabbe. Covered by Smith. Grab the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks to Lynn. Over Rose. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, you have to love the focus. Jeremy Lin creating well for himself down low. Makes that one look easy.
The Nets making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Love with the screen on Lynn. Here's Rose. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 5 points in the game.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Crowder. Cavaliers leading. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Lynn against Rose. He kicks it to Love. And stolen by Booker. Crab with the ball. He's against Smith. Here's LeVert. Shumpert with some nice D.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Kevin Love has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
There's no doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
You've got Allen Crabbe, Booker out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's LeVert into the shooting guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Boom! Oh, my God. That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that? Listen, this guy is an impressive athlete. And what an impressive slam from J.R. Smith there.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Hollis Jefferson, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Thomas, good.
You give him a sliver of space, and Isaiah Thomas is going to attack the cup. What a confident guy.
And LeBron James putting a lot of pressure on the Cavs to surround him with the talent to compete. Doris, yet right at the draft and start of free agency. The team going in a new direction in the front office.
Right, you're talking about a case of bad timing. Stars like Paul George and Jimmy Butler changing teams. You have to question the thinking to allow that front office turmoil at such a critical juncture.
Just 5 on the clock. Green left side. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Isn't this what we've come to expect the great point guards to do? Thomas effective spotting his teammates when they're open.
Crabbe in the corner. Outside, Lynn. Feeds to Booker. Pass to LeVert. And Booker kicks to Lynn. Tries a 3. No good on the shot. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And there's the pass to Crowder. To the middle. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, at 6'8", Trevor Booker can absolutely throw it down. My goodness.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Thomas gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So Rondé Hollis Jefferson, the 23rd pick out of Arizona back in 2015. You know, it's interesting. He's drawn a lot of comparisons to another Wildcat alum, and that's Andre Iguodala.
And you look at Hollis Jefferson and Iguodala, a ton of similarities people feel. Both 6'7", both long and athletic, terrific defenders.
And also, Kev, both are very good ball handlers and solid passers. Think about Iguodala improving his shooting over his career. Let's see if Rondé can do the same.
Green dishes to Thompson. Good D by Booker.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
There's Hollis Jefferson. That one misses. Great D that time from Green. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Lynn against Thomas. To the paint. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Doris, so often we talk about high basketball IQ. Is that something you can learn, or do you have to be born with something like that?
I think it's probably a little bit of both, but if you look at someone like LeBron James, whose basketball IQ may be the highest we've ever seen, I think he's a guy whose basketball knowledge is always expanding, and I think if you love the game, you're constantly taking in information, so probably a little bit of both.
So you've always got to be curious, right? Even if you're at the top of the game like LeBron or yourself.
Right. LeBron is just, he's constantly taking in sources of information, upping his ante in terms of film watching and preparation. Really special to be able to watch that guy work.
And I know that's how you prepare as a broadcaster now. I'd like to tag along sometime and watch you prepare for a game. That'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be a blast.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
They set the pick. LeVert the pass to Lynn. Korver with the defensive effort.
Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
Green against Carroll. Green kicks to Korver. Shoots over Lynn. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Wow, the pre-shot preparation of Kyle Korver gets himself square. What a soft-looking jumper.
Carroll kicks to Lynn. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Lynn. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 14 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Thomas got 10.
Yeah, and they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Pass to LeVert. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Korver. Lets a floater go, and Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at
you. LeBron with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against Chicago.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Booker, right side, over Thompson. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 13 points in the game.
Kev, if you let Trevor Booker get on a roll, watch out. This guy is shooting it incredibly well.
James dishes to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's LeVert. Can't hit that one. Jefferson with some nice D. Cleveland leading by 6. Thomas down low. LeBron kicks to Thomas. Thompson sets the pick for Thomas. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. It's LeBron with the drive, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Mozgov, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Cavaliers. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Russell from 13 feet. It goes down. Russell's got his third basket of the night right there.
And something Russell did well in college, scoring off the pick and roll.
Rose against Russell. Rose kicks to Jefferson. LeBron passes to Rose. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. That's trailed by 4. Here's LeVert. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out to Russell for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down 1 in the first.
Mozgov a screen on Rose. Here's Russell. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
I think, you look back on some of the point guards who have become head coaches in the NBA. Kenny Atkinson of the Nets, one of those guys, led the University of Richmond to the Sweet 16 back in 1988.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, we have got in the NBA.
The tireless work ethic, the passion. He's a guy the team relies on for that.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Wade comes in for Kyle Korver. And Coach Atkinson never played in the NBA, but a long professional playing career.
Well, he played for over a decade in Europe. And certainly, Kev, there's more than one way to succeed in basketball. And now he's gaining a reputation as being a solid NBA coach early in his career. I can't wait to see what's next.
Here's James, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Love.
When it rains, it pours. These threes aren't easy. I mean, he's draining them from all over. Quite often, there's a hand in his face or a defender closing out right at him, but every time he's looked as cool as ever and found the bottom of the net.
Mozgov's shot is off.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Rose dishes to Crowder. Here's Love, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Gentlemen, this is a dominant performance from Kevin Love. He's got the touch. He can fill it up.
Carroll passes to Mozgov. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Russell against Rose. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Mozgov.
Guys, just pure strength from Kevin Love. The defense just not good enough.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Smith is checked in. Outside, Russell. Screened by Russell. Here's Kilpatrick. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Rose against Russell. It's tipped. Here's Wade. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. He's coming off an excellent season. 8th in rebounding. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. The Nets making a switch here. Rabs checked in.
Well, to me, this is what Hollis Jefferson does very well. This guy, a phenomenal dunker with the ups he has.
Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Crab kicks to Russell. They set the pick. Shot off the screen. The shot, no good. Rose with some nice D.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And that's JR's specialty right there. The defense can't let him have a shot. I don't care what kind of range he's in.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Mozgov. Good D from Love.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Three-pointer, Wade. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Lynn's checked in. Nets trail by 9. The Nets working the ball around now. There's the screen. Here's Kilpatrick. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
To the wing on the left. Wade outside. He dishes it to Love. The kick out to Rose. Shot clock at 2. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Rose has got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here. That's going to send Jeremy Lin to the free throw line. That one on Rose. And that one misses.
Now, Jeremy Lin is an aggressive player, Kevin, someone who will make things happen. I like how aggressive he is. He sets a tone with that aggression.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay, but like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. Now back to the other Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He ended up with 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
And why not, Greg, right? If you continue to produce, just get him shot after shot. Super assertive right now on the interior.
Nets trail by 8.
I think, guys, when you look at the Nets offense, you cannot knock their shot selection. They want to push the pace, drive the rack, and take a ton of threes. They are always hunting for high-efficiency shots.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. D-Wade out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line.
But despite their shot selection, the results haven't been good for the Nets.
Right, Kev. This is one of the worst offenses in the league. Low shooting percentage from just about every spot on the floor, and turnovers. They were a huge problem for this group.
Here's Kilpatrick. Tries again. Mozgov passes to Kilpatrick. Russell dishes to Carroll. Picked by Mozgov. Carroll with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Goes up again. And the officials call a traveling violation. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Isaiah Thomas third.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
The feed to Love. Wade outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
And he can't get the first one. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron, always looking to get to the charity stripe.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Guys, how lucky are we that we watched LeBron James steadily climb the all-time scoring ranks, right? This guy last season, he passes the great Moses Malone and Shaquille O'Neal. Truly incredible.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 4 rebounds in this game. Carroll kicks to Booker. And it's Russell in the corner. Booker with this screen for Carroll. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And LeBron Doris presently in the top 7 in career scoring. Do you think he can ever reach number 1?
Kevin, if this guy set out to be the leading scorer in NBA history, he has the physical abilities to do that. But this is a guy who wants to be defined as maybe the most complete player to ever play. He contributes with his scoring, with his passing, with his defense. He is one. That's a great dunk. He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give them that clean a look and it's over.
Thompson a screen on Carroll. Inside, and it's Thompson with the jam.
That guy's not sure how many big men could have found that open man that quick. Great play from Kevin Love there.
Pass to Kilpatrick. High arcing shot, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball games?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach. And someday maybe I'll coach a boys' high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio, and that was my entree into the business. And slowly but surely, it grew every year.
But still still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being a manager?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be. And sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backdoor.
To the inside, Carroll. Out to Russell from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
The screen from Thompson. LeBron kicks to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, that's a fantastic job by Thompson. Really a perfect pick-and-roll man who's very skilled at diving to the cup.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know what's remarkable to me is how durable and how consistently great LeBron has been. It almost appears to me, guys, he's superhuman. You expect at some point age will start to take its toll, but he's done an amazing job of using his body and keeping it right.
LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. Cleveland also making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Love. And it's Korver in for Dwayne Wade. And he gets the bucket. Mozgov's got his third bucket of the night.
You know, Mozgov has made a living off of being active around the rim.
And LeBron is at an age where you usually see players in the downslope of their careers.
Well, certainly, Kevin, this guy, when you factor in playoffs and international play, there's a lot of miles on that body. You combine that with the fact that he's top 6 all-time in minutes, it's incredible how successful he's been. Remember, this guy takes extraordinary care of his body.
And the pass to LeVert. It's Carroll on the wing. Guarded by Green. And it's LeVert missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 12-point Cleveland lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Russell passes to LeVert. Here's Mozgov. It's hauled in by LeBron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Mozgov.
Well, we know every game LeBron is going to find his way to the line just from his aggressive style.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Mozgov. And both free throws good for LeBron.
Listen, LeBron has had some years where his free throw percentage has not been as high as you'd like, but for the most part, pretty solid.
Right side, Lin. Russell kicks to Carroll. That one, no good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Green kicks to Thomas, and stolen by Russell. Lin with it, now defended by Korver. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Lin. Now here's Thomas. 10 points for him. On the wing, James. The screen from Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Korver. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Lin. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Well, that's the craftiness of Jeremy Lin. Explodes to the cup. Really good mixing of speeds.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And a big move for D'Angelo Russell this past offseason. Traded from the Lakers to Brooklyn. Now one of the major building blocks of this team that has embraced him wholeheartedly.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Andre Hollis Jefferson comes in for Damari Carroll, and it's Alan Crabb in for D'Angelo Russell.
And it's the size and speed of Rose that makes him so tough to defend. He gets that step,
got no option but to foul.
And with the draft spot the Lakers have and the spotted history with D'Angelo Russell, you know, Greg, it wasn't a huge shock to see him move.
You know, it just seemed to me that Russell wasn't the right fit for what L.A. wanted to do. Still a very young and talented player who has a chance to kind of reinvent himself here in New York. He's shown a bit more maturity since that trade and since joining this team.
They get it back. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lynn. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You have to admire Jeremy Lin. Hard work, forcing the defense to get physical with him. Nice move.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, it seems like it's been a while since the breakthrough of Lin's sanity, but Jeremy Lin is still breaking down walls for Asian and Asian American athletes. This guy has shattered stereotypes and inspired many to follow in his path.
Here's Rose. Out to Smith. The 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Nets trail by 10. The dish to Craig. Passes it to LeVert. Here's Booker. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Booker's got 15.
But Trevor Booker is a workhorse. This is a guy who will get multiple possessions for his team by his willingness to hit the glass.
And Doris, Jeremy Lin has been honest. In the past, he says that some have doubted him.
And I think that's always been the case for Jeremy Lin. Go back to his high school days. For Palo Alto High School, he wins a California state title. He's first-team All-State, and yet he did not have a ton of Division I scholarship offers. It's surprising when you think about the level of competition he faced as a young basketball player.
Thompson no good on the free throw. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Crabbe kicks to Lin. Over Rose. Nice D from Rose.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Out to Smith. Booker against Thompson. Over Booker from the low block. A rebound by the Nets. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Back to Shumpert. Thompson, a screen on Booker. Shumpert dishes to Thompson. The kick out to Crowder. Rose passes to Shumpert. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 6th assist on the night. Nets trail by 13. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Love's checked in for Cleveland. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Pass to LeVert. There's the pick. Crowder with the steal. Smith. Love kicks to Crowder. Back to Love. Outside Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. Over Booker. Love, no luck. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Jay Crowder's such an efficient scorer, right, guys? I mean, this is one of the league's best finishers, especially for a guy 6'6".
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Doris, the three-pointer, a big part of Crowder's offensive game.
Well, no doubt. He's gotten better and better from out there. When you're shooting around 40% from deep range, that's getting it done.
It's a pick by Love. Rose attacking. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rose has got 12 points in the game. Nets trail by 13. Pass to LeVert. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Derrick Rose again. Rose has got 6 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Booker. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
Love with the screen on Lynn. Rose against Lynn. Rose dishes to Smith. In transition, here come the Nets. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
How about the speed, Kevin, on the way to the rim? LeVert gets to the cup and makes the defense get physical.
And the youngster Karis LeVert, drafted 20th overall, Doris, back in 2016 out of Michigan.
Well, I think some people consider this a high-risk, high-reward pick. The reason he dealt with stress fractures repeatedly in his left foot throughout his college days. But when this guy's healthy, man, whoo, can he shoot it? And at 6'7", look out.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Here's Shumpert. And finished off by Shumpert.
Oh, Shumpert just so crafty. Always looking to dunk it home any chance he gets.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Lynn kicks to Crabbe. Here's LeVert, guarded by Shumpert. Outside, Lynn. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Shoots over Crowder. Misses off the left iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And it's Smith missing. Lynn. The shot will not fall. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action after this word. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Alan Crabbe. Then it's Mozgov. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Kept alive. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lynn against Rose. Mozgov kicks to Crabbe. A three-pointer is right on target. Crabbe's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn. The Cavaliers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. This is to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. He feeds it to Crowder. A second chance effort. It's tipped.
Wow, fantastic to see Hollis Jefferson hit it twice on the pipes. Extends out and sends it back.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Rose.
Into the lineup, Cavaliers. Isaiah Thomas.
Picked by Mozgov. Crabbe kicks to Lynn. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Lynn's got 10 points here in the second half. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Crowder. Out to Smith. Feeds to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jamari Carroll's checked in for Brooklyn. And Cleveland also making a change. LeBron's checked in for J.R. Smith. Nets trail by 8. To the wing on the left. Hollis Jefferson passes to Mozgov. Hollis Jefferson, good.
Well, the heart of Hollis Jefferson, just incredible. This guy finishes despite the tremendous contact.
LeBron outside. And finished off by LeBron.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Here's Lynn, and the shot goes down. Lynn's got 20 points.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Thomas with the ball, and it's Lynn picking him up. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the left wing, and it's Carroll in the corner. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Carroll dishes to Mozgov, and stolen by Love. Wade outside. Shoots over Carroll, and that one's good. James. James has got 11 points here in just the second half. Nets trail by 8. Outside, Lynn. It's good. He's got 22.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The drive by James, and LeBron throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
Passes to Hollis Jefferson. They set the pick. Kicks it to Lynn. Here's the teardrop. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Thomas inside, defended by Lynn. Love draws the double from about 19 feet, and it's Wade. That time on the assist by Love. And that's now 7 points for Wade. Timeout called the Nets. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
The Nets making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. James kicks to Thomas. Shoots over Lynn. Thomas, no luck. Nets trail by 8. Up top, Lynn. He's guarded by Thomas. Lynn the pass to Booker, and stolen by Love. Now Thomas. To the middle, and Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
The Nets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Thomas against Land. Good D from Love.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Thomas. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Lynn dishes to Booker. 13 feet away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lynn's got 8 here in the quarter.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Nets trail by 12. Outside, Lynn. Floats one up. Good D by Thompson. For Cleveland, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And the Cavs, once again, looking to will their way, Doris, to a title. Every year, the competition seems to grow fiercer.
Yes, but they seem to be a team that thrives on adversity. Think back to 2016 when they overcome that 3-1 deficit. Last season, it was the largest second-half comeback in playoff history. There's no quit in these Cavaliers. Well, you look at the Cavs offense, right? It's all about drive and kick. They put the ball into the hands of LeBron and space the floor with that shooting. It's a sort of pick your poison situation.
And the Nets making a change here. Russell's checked in. Here's Mozgov. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Well, you like that Mozgov is such a workhorse, such strength and poise that he can get shots to go through contact.
And the Cavs last season first in the league in catch-and-shoot three-pointers made.
Right, #1, Kevin, in corner threes, and that was by a big margin. They put the ball in the hands of their stars and then position shooters around those two.
James against Carroll. Outside for Thomas. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Picked by Mozgov. Russell against Thomas. Booker with the screen for Russell to the inside. He got right to the cup using that screen. Booker's got 19 points.
Kev, come on now. This is where Booker inflicts the most damage, a ferocious interior scorer.
Thomas against Russell. Thomas kicks to James. He dishes it to Thompson. Back to LeBron. 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Mozgov. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Craig, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill level. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all 3 at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
And it's Wade in the corner. He tries for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
Carroll passes to Kilpatrick. He kicks it to Russell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line. Yeah, and with this increased aggressiveness offensively, Russell shooting more and more free throws.
Quincy Acy's checked in for the Nets. James kicks to Thompson. Back to James. The feed to Thomas. Wade left side. LeBron outside. And James throws it down hard.
It doesn't come as any surprise so far in this game that LeBron's stamp is all over it. Simply a dominant player.
Nets trail by 11. Timeout called the Nets. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tristan Thompson.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Quincy Acey. Kilpatrick, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Sean Kilpatrick. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. Cleveland leading by 10. The screen from Thompson. Over to the left wing. Love kicks to Wade. Four on the shot clock. Here's Love. That one off the back iron and out. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Puts one up from 19. And the basket by Kilpatrick. 1:51 left in the game. And here is Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Outside Thomas. There's the dish to Love. Elbow shot is on the way. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Kilpatrick. Screen by Russell. It's up a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside and stolen by Booker. To the inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the call goes Carroll's way thanks to the effort he puts in. He doesn't back away from the contact.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Carroll hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball in that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They swipe it.
And definitely playing the opponent, but also they're playing against the clock.
No, you're absolutely right. It's not impossible to catch up, but it is a tall order right now.
No, he didn't. I mean, Russell with the savage move there. Game on the line.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
I'm surprised he didn't choose number 60. Remember, the last pick in the draft, that's the number he went, but he continues to play with that chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's how they can ensure this lead stays where it is. Keep knocking down those free throws.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 8. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And obviously, look, they want to finish the game strong, but right now, look at the frustration on their faces.
It's very evident, Greg. You can tell they're upset. They've got to calm down and simply play this one possession at a time.
Here's LeVert. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
And you know what? Smart fouls. You got to try and extend the game.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, the knee issues robbed Derrick Rose of some of his athleticism, but maybe more importantly, he lost that development time. Still a big-time player, though, every time he takes the floor.
Carroll dishes to Russell. Hollis Jefferson passes to Booker. Here's the 3. Can't connect. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much here with Kevin Love, and it sure seemed like you wanted to be aggressive in the low post tonight.
Yeah, I had a little talking to before the game. Wanted to get in the post a little bit more, get my feet in the paint, just get more intentional down there and try to get to the lane, get to the foul line, which I did tonight.
And it lets you get your defense set up as well. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.